Here we are on our unlisted live where I am filming this video segment of Scraps of Joy. Let's see. So let's put those words over there right now. Okay. So let's see. I think we decided yesterday I definitely want to use this out of the little scraps of goodies I got in my Happy Mail. This is fun. I've seen them in a couple of places. I think I've seen people using them, but I've never had one, and it's exciting. Something a little bit different. Don't we love to get and use things we don't already have? Sometimes other people's stashes are fun, right? Might get bored with what's in your stash. I think that's why so many people send Happy Mails, you know? Share the wealth, a chance to show off your stash, but also to color it a little bit, maybe to add in new things. And trading stuff is definitely fun. Now I want to grab my little Scraps of Joy bucket here because I am looking for something in particular. Here we go. I want some of this. I want some of those circles. And let's see. Let's pull out that too. I want to use that the next couple days, I think. I think that's just fun. Just a fun thing to do. So, and maybe I want to use that today. I've been hoarding that in my little bucket. So, let's see. So I'm going to just keep that on the plain background, but I'm going to put behind the person some of the circles and then onto this little skirty thing, whatever that is, we're going to add some of the dots off here. So I just want to take off a panel. Here's where we already had taken some off. So let's just tear that. And then we'll fold the rest back up as neat as can be. Because you can never get it exactly right, can you? Once you've undone something like this, your guess is as good as mine because it gets weird. And it never wants to go back how it was. Once it's experienced freedom, it never wants to go back. All right, so that's close enough for government work. So let's just cut out some circles. And no rhyme or reason. We'll just, how about if we just, we'll start here. We'll just cut out a bunch and see what we can use. Let's see. Trying to get as many colors as I can. We don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, right? Okay. So there we go. We've got some to work with. The rest of those over there. And then we will free the circles. And then we will cut them out. I didn't know this is what I was going to do, or I would have done a little bit of it in advance. This won't take too long, though. It's really just some decoupage paper that I've had for a while. I love circles and polka dots and the like. And I like, I love the colors in it. It's got some very nice shades of, let's This is like a sherbety orange, and there's a nice little yellow one. I was watching this movie called Choose or Die. It's almost to the end. But it was time to do Scraps of Joy because it is 9:48 p.m. here, which is 10:48, 11:48, and 12:48. And I have to get it done before midnight to schedule it. Els tells me she's not getting her notifications until late in the day. But I do promise that I am scheduling them for 2 a.m. my time. And when I looked, today said 17 hours ago when I looked at it this afternoon. So I know they're not posting at 11 in the morning, which is when she said she got her notification. Unfortunately, I do not control the YouTubes in terms of notification. But unless I flub it, they will be up my time 2 a.m. at East Coast time 5 a.m. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 5 across the country. So if you don't get your notification, you can probably just bop on over and see if it's posted after one of those times in your time zone. But I felt like she was accusing me of something she was like, well, your notification, like somehow I was hiding in my room, doing my Scraps of Joy this morning, and I didn't post it till 11. And I'm like, I did it last night. You heard me doing it. You went to the bathroom 86 times while I was filming. And the door was open. So I'm sure she wasn't. It's just like she's telling me this like I have some control over when YouTube says. Like I posted, I scheduled it, it went up. YouTube, we all know, is sucky at sending out notifications. Sometimes I don't get any at all. I just happen to see somebody's posting. I'm like, well, I didn't get a notification for that. You suck, YouTube. And then I go and watch the video. I frequently don't get notifications for lives. Or I get them 3 hours after they've started and, they're wrapping up or they're already done. I'm like, touche, YouTube. I was actually looking for something to watch and you didn't even show it. Because you can look at your subscribers list off to the side of the screen when you're on the home page, and it's supposed to have a little red dot next to people that are live. I think you have to refresh frequently, though, because I don't think it refreshes on its own the way it used to. Oh, I just threw something on the floor. I get those things on my arm. That's the bad thing about when it's not cold anymore. Everything sticks to my arm. And then it winds up on the floor, and then I have to fish in the black hole for it. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to cut out this. This is the little cliff diver. This is the little version of the cliff diver, and he is very brave because he is, not only did he jump off the cliff, but he's doing a backflip. He is just sprinting towards death. It looks like so much fun. I would be terrified to do it. I would never. I like living. I will seek my thrills in other ways. Now, I would go bungee jumping because there's a cord detached. And I know there are things that could go wrong, but, I would have until after this past year. I would not now because I think, I'm heading into that slightly more fragile stage of life. All right, so I think I want to avoid blue on him, blue or green, because he's kind of bluey green. So let's do maybe yellow and this brighter red color stuck in my hand. I don't know. We'll run one of those off, but I think we'll put these other colors in the background up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's an odd number, so that's good. We don't want them to be too evenly spaced out. And I'm actually going to do this with a glue stick, if I can find my glue stick, because it's decoupage paper and it doesn't take a whole lot to make it stick. So let's start with this. This glue stick's almost dead. I can see the blue. I can see the blue ring of death. Start with that. Okay, and then let's maybe do one right here. What do we want to do? Maybe the blue? We'll put one kind of over here because it's see-through. Well, it's transparent. So but I'm putting a lot because that is shiny paper, and we all know things don't stick well to shiny paper. And that is an absolute true thing. And then maybe we'll actually have one coming off the page. So we'll just put a little circle right there. And then we'll adhere that. And then, but we'll wait to trim it till I free the page. Okay, so let's see. We've got our 3 safely right there. I don't want to put that too close to the edge. It is inked up. We're not going to use glue stick for this part because that is not going to work. Truly, it is not going to work. So let's get out our regular glue. Oh, and look at me. I've got it. Oh, I'm so bad. Let me scoot my chair up. That's the problem, is my chair's farther back. I don't normally sit right on top of my desk, but sometimes being on the camera means I have to. Oh, it's purple on the back. That's fun. I don't even know who makes these, but this is fun. I love the little dunce cap and the very serious face right there. At least it looks serious to me. Somebody else might interpret that differently. It could also be seen maybe as a little smirk, but I see it as a serious face. And the little bare feet. There's little bare feet down there. So let's take the little tiny scissors. Start smooshing this down because it is on a lightweight cardstock. We just had a conversation about the shiny. Okay, so I think, how do we want to do this? So let's just put one down. We'll go from there. Let's be willy-nilly about the whole thing. Do, 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 do. Then I think we'll put one right there-ish. Okay. And then we're going to cut this one and we'll just put it right on the edge. Okay. So we'll put it right here. There we go. So now we're going to just trim this right here. I think we're going to trim this. All right. Oh dear. All right, let's try it with bigger scissors. Maybe I'll have better luck getting a straight line with slightly. There we go. Take that. Okay. There we go. So we've got a polka dotty thing going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So let's see about separating the back off this. Is it two? It's just one layer, right? Is it 2 layers? I need my pokey tool. It'll help me determine if. Now, I don't know about you in your experience, but in mine, one of the easiest places to get it to separate, if it's being a sticky, kind of, aside from the tape method, which I don't like because I always tear. There it is where the fold is. You can usually get it. There's usually a little gap there on at least one of the sides. So I did take pokey tool, an X-Acto knife, a safety pin, even the edge of a paper clip, if you're willing to sacrifice a paper clip to have that one side that you just have poked out. So there we go. It was 2 layers. Thank you, pokey tool. You have come in handy. I think I want to use this group of 3 flowers right here. So let's put the lid on the glue stick before evil things happen. Even though it's almost run out, we don't want to waste any, right? So I think I just want these first. Let's just cut this. I was so over napkins for a long time because everybody was selling them and it felt kind of like a feeding frenzy sort of activity. And but then you would know, everybody would have these, oh, I don't want any more napkins. I have so many, but you wouldn't see anybody using them. And I actually like to use napkins, but I felt like I couldn't for a while because everybody sort of had, it seemed like, I don't know that this is true. This is my feelings on the matter. It seemed like people got a bad taste in their mouth about napkins for a while. I think maybe people are coming out of it, but I think I want to decoupage this down here, but I'm not ready to do it just yet because I'm not sure what else I want to put on there. So we have this we have to work around this donut because I didn't think that all the way through. But that's okay because sometimes you just hodgepodge and stuff. That's what collage fodder's for. It's for working out around the weird bits, right? So we're gonna pull that off there. I think I'm gonna use that right there. And we're definitely, because if we put the napkin even on the here, it's gonna blend in and the green will blend in kind of. So however we do it. But I think I want that there. I know I'm using it all up, but I'm really enjoying this watercolory that we found in that magazine. It was a big advertisement, a full 2-page thing going on. And just how fun is that? I want to use this on a page as a background too, at least a partial one. But it's not going to work with the donut on there, so we'll have to save that. And this is thick. This is off some packaging. Elle's got the cutter she got from the lady on Facebook Marketplace for a really good deal. This is the inside of the packaging had this strip that had this pattern on it. And I think I used a piece already somewhere else. But isn't that just a fun kind of, it's a little bit boho. I just love to say boho. I don't know why. But we might put that on there, right? It's not joyful, but creepy things bring me joy. And I love the juxtaposition of the bright colors with, okay, so that's going to be a thing on this one for sure. I think I just want that there. I do. We're going to have to, this is going to stick up over the page, and I'd rather have it torn a little bit shorter than the page than trim it off flat. So When I pulled out all those stickers the other day, a bunch of them had fallen up here and I didn't notice. So, and I do feel like we need something over here. So we're going to add some other kind of, maybe we put one of these Oscar guys. What about the guy in his pink suit? Can we find the guy in his pink suit? Okay, hold the phone. See, and I found a bunch of these. I had cut these out for something else. Oops. Oh, but if we don't, this guy in this flowery print suit, he might suit the. So I found a bunch of these when I was going through some words. Pink suit guy. Okay. So in different, and these are fun. I love these. I don't know what they're labels, maybe. They're meant to be in the shape of labels. But I did find quite a few. So I don't know that we'll use them all in here, but there will be future scraps of Joy journals. Never fear. Stickers. So we did find the guy in his pink. So let's test these out. Do we like the guy in the pink? Do we like the guy in the flower? Do we like them both? Do we put them all on there? Okay, I feel like they would need to go the other way because he's got his arm tucked. And I think he would look better over here. But I don't want to, I think just one guy because we don't want to obscure the whole. I don't like either of those guys because the way his arm is. We need somebody with an arm that's not. So maybe one of these guys. He fits very nicely right there. Oh, I think with the pink page and the white suit, I think I like it. I think we're going with that guy. All right, so let me ink and put this down so I can put the clip back on there because it's, it's unruly. Rather like me. I like to think of myself as slightly unruly, right? Well, I just got a glimpse of it on the camera. I like it. And we're just barely on camera. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and let's go ahead and we'll give him a little inky line around him since he's wearing a very white suit. That might also be a pale pink suit, but with the black lapels, it makes me think that it's it is probably white. Now I wish I hadn't been quite so hasty. And there were 2 or 3 pages of these, and I only cut out 1 page. I probably should have cut out more. Who knew? There'll be more people's, though, and I'm sure we'll find more pictures. I'm not going to nail him down just yet, just because we're not completely sure. We might find something better. I doubt it, but it could happen. So I was watching the movie Choose or Die. It's one of those video games movies. It's like a retro, because 80s Ready Player One came out and 80s stuff became kind of hot again, trending. I grew up in the 80s, so I don't remember which way this was supposed to go. I think maybe like that. I don't know. I think that's how it was supposed to. What happened out there? We don't want to lose that either because we're definitely using that. Okay, let's go ahead and glue him down. I need a little piece of paper. Here we go. We'll use this one. I just said I wasn't, then I did, didn't I? I am a person of quickly changing moods. Hold on. Looking for a glue stick. Glue stick achieved. I always think that there's like no subtlety to those. And I think it's probably due to time constraints. You know, most movies are an hour and a half. I like the premise, but it always feels so heavy-handed. I think that's the problem I have with horror movies right now. Is like there's no build-up. I don't want it to be too slow of a build-up, but also you don't want it to be too slow or too fast. Too much too soon, you know? Okay. So let's see. So we don't need any more men. There's our angry tennis players that we will use eventually. What else do we have going on in here that we might want to use? Got a couple of pictures of nature things, which are always happy making. I think I like that right there. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We're just gonna glue that down. I still don't know what we're going to be doing tomorrow about boho. Normally I have like a cover thing all picked out and stuff. And I don't have anything picked out. Like I showed you guys all this stuff and then I didn't give it another thought. And then I realized, oh, it's the middle of the month. You should probably do something about that. And so we shall. Okay, I think I'm going to go. I don't think I can go full glue stick here. But we'll put some glue on the page. And then I'll smoosh it around with my finger. Because I do not feel like getting out the Mod Podge. Lazy man. Lazy. So we'll just smoosh that around a little bit with my finger. And hope for the best. Okay. And then we'll just put a little glue on top and smoosh that around a little bit. Very gently though. Because we do not want to screw up what we just put down. All right. I'm going to break out real quick. The heat gun, remember, I do not have noise canceling headphones. So if the noise bothers you, you should turn your sound down now. And I'll give it to a count of 5. And then I'm going to go with it. But you may want to turn your sound down if it's something that really bothers you. I know some people have better sound systems or your hearing is more sensitive. So 5, 4, 3, 2, heat gun. Okay, that's not completely dry, but at least it's not, super, super, super wet. Okay, so I think we need a little something over here, a little scrap of something. So let's look in let's see what we've got over here. I feel like we need to find something to go with the bird bath, but I haven't yet. It doesn't necessarily need to be a bird. It could be a butterfly, a big butterfly, or a big bug of some kind with wings, Maybe it could be a big ladybug. Okay, we got a pair of lips. We might want to add that because we're definitely adding this on. And I think I want it to be right there. So let's see. We've got a couple little birds right there. I don't think those go there. So let's see. We just keep trying different things out. We don't want to put too much skulls and stuff on one thing. Big eyeball. Just one though. We would cut here. We would do like this. Let's see. There's a guy zip lining. I think I'm going to go with the eyeball. I think we are going to ink that and go eyeball. Can never go wrong with the eyeball, right? I could have gone fishing for a bigger one, but I think this one will do just fine. I don't have good luck inking stickers, so I'm not even going to bother. Let's go ahead and see if we can do this without the pokey tool. There we go, I think. There. All right. So let's put a little bit of the wet glue on here because it's just not going to stick the way it should. It's sticky, but it's not that sticky. Okay. Okay. And I'm leaving kind of the top open for words, a word of some kind. Well, that just stuck straight down. No maneuvering room. That's where it goes. Oh, see, that's dry already. Very nice. Very nice. And I think we can get away with just a glue stick on the eyeball. All right. All right, there we go. It's looking interesting so far. Let's see what we've got. So we might not do thank you. We might do by the way. Applause. Do you want to go like that? Those things go together. Or we've got fearless travel. Let's see. We would have to do fearless up here and travel down here. Let me cut that apart and let's see if we like that better. I know whatever I do, somebody's out there yelling at me to do the other one. Isn't that always the way? Travel. Let's get fearless trimmed down a little bit. I've got a nice little glob of glue right on my fingernail. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it is 20 after 10, so we've been on for 35 minutes. And we are almost done, guys. Fearless. I think we would do it like that. I think I can dig that. I think that's okay. I think we will do it. Okay, so let's ink up these little edges. And this will be the conclusion of day 15 of Scraps of Joy. Excuse me. Oh, got a little bit of the hiccups right there. Trying to be gentle with it because I always wind up with big globs of somehow smooch it across the whole front of the thing sometimes because I'm in a rush. In a rush. Okay. So first let's take this glob of glue off my fingernail. And I still have gesso all over my hands because I'm not done with that. All right, so let's get a little glue on here. I'm not having any luck getting the words to stay down with the glue stick. I keep having to go back in every time I open the book and put them back down. So I think I'm just going to start using liquid glue and see what happens. Okay, fearless. Fearless. I think we're going to push it a little bit this way, though, because of the wing of the butterfly death thing. Okay. And then travel. Let's get a little bit of glue on that. Not sure how the donut fits into all that, but you got to have snacks when you travel. Right? Who goes on a road trip without snacks? Nobody that I've ever met. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So we have to write on here somewhere what day it is, because I have a memory like a sieve. Let's maybe right over here. Let's see. So this is day 15, and it is 4/16/2022. There we go. We have I don't know if you guys are playing along. And if you are, you don't have to do it every day. Scraps of Joy. If it's not bringing you joy, you shouldn't be doing it. If it's stressing you out, do it once a week, once a month, once a quarter. Come and just hang out and see what kind of shenanigans I'm up to. But that is our Scraps of Joy for today. How about that? Just a little bit of fun. I'm liking it. Just silly frivolity, right? So tomorrow's page, well, that's already done because that is day 13. And over here is day 14. I still love the cheeseburger page, guys. So we'll see what we come up with. But we don't have any gaps now because we had that one where that wasn't enough room for the cheeseburger. So that's fun. Polka dots and the dunce person, loving it. Absolutely loving it. I even like the sticker. I'm digging it. So tomorrow, this will be our page. That will be our thing. Choose your adventure. So we'll have to make some decisions. I may bring out some new things. I might grab a few more words. We're getting a little skimpy on the words, and they're not all going to work on, we've got surreal. That could work on almost any of these, right? I think that's the extent of the words we have. So I may go in the word bucket and pull some words, or just grab a magazine and go through and cull and get some words that way. Because then it is scraps, because it came off something that we, most people toss magazines. I do like this page. I love her smile. I feel like it's a knowing smile, right? Okay, so we are done with day 15. I hope that you guys, thanks for coming to my live earlier. Even though it was silly and I couldn't get done what I wanted to get done, I enjoyed hanging out with you and playing around with that magazine and just being silly. However you guys are spending your day, your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. You certainly bring joy into my life on an almost daily basis. And it gives me something to do with my time besides iron paper and stick my hands and die. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Whatever brings you joy, make it, do it, have fun with it. So that's the end for tonight. Bye, 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 bye. The end. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to anybody who would like them. Officially, the end.